back to my channel. It's your girl Jackie Aina. This freaking SiliSponge, silicone, whatever, titty breast chicken cutlet thing has been all over YouTube, all over Instagram. There's already like dupe videos coming out of people trying to basically replicate it because it sells out like every single time they relaunch it. I saw this on Twitter, and I actually managed to snag it on the second restock, and then literally by the end of the day it was cow. She was yeah. It just came in the mail yesterday, and I'm so excited to try it out today. Before we get started, because I know some people are gonna comment down below, this is a list of people who care about whether or not you like my hair color. Page 2. One more page. And there's the last one. Sorry, I just don't really feel like I need to sit through comments every single time I upload a video of me wearing this hair color, because she will be making a lot more guest appearances in future videos. You might as well get used to it. Just like I have to get used to some of these abusive comments. Thanks. Oh, wow. How underwhelming. This is my first time taking this out the package, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little underwhelmed. I thought that this was going to be way bigger. It's like, what? This is called the SiliSponge by Molly Cosmetics, and it's made out of silicone, so it's not porous. Therefore, it is designed to not absorb as much foundation as like a traditional sponge. The only problem I have with this is, don't call it a sponge then, fam, because a sponge literally means porous, and since this isn't porous at all, then maybe silicone applicator tuation, silicone, I don't know, just don't call it a sponge. That's my only issue, but it's really not that deep. This is gonna be a two-part tutorial because I was thinking, I wonder if this will perform better based on the type of foundation that you use or based on the type of primer that you use. And since it is silicone, I want to try one half of my face with like a silicone foundation, and then the other side of my face I want to use a water-based foundation and then see if it performs about the same. So the first thing I'm going to take is my Murad Invisiblur, and it basically kind of has that really soft, buttery silicone texture, and I'm massaging that into my skin. If you have textured skin, this is a really good primer. It literally just fills everything in, blurs everything out. Now this side, I'm going to take my Hourglass Mineral Veil primer. If you don't have this one, because this is a really expensive primer, just use the NYX Angel Veil. It's the same thing. I don't know where NYX Angel Veil is. I think she's hiding from me, but they pretty much do the same. And this is a water-based primer, which will make me look ashy, so bear with me. I've never ran to purchase something so quickly in my entire life. Like, I feel like YouTube is at this point now where it's like, who did it first? Who's gonna do it first? Who's gonna do it first? Immediately what you'll notice about anything that's silicone is this will kind of sit on top of the face. This will absorb right in. I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, which is very much so a flawless foundation. I'm actually nervous about this. Tap, 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 tappy tap, right into the product. Okay. Let's see what happens when I rub. Okay. I feel like circular motions, you see texture, and I have peach fuzz in my face. So maybe we should continue to pat. I'm not mad at it, but it's definitely not the smoothest application. Maybe it takes a little practice. Okay, it's actually not bad. I would definitely recommend patting before I would blending. But so far, and it also could be the foundation. Maybe I was onto something, because the e.l.f. one is silicone based, so maybe that might have been it. So the cool thing is you really are getting all of the product onto your face. You ain't missing no meals. But the only bad thing about that is I feel like that's kind of the beauty of sponges. They take away the excess product. Do you really need a full pump of foundation on your face? Not necessarily. I actually think that's one of the benefits of using sponges, because they essentially are watering down the product so that it doesn't sit on top of the skin, and it really kind of pushes it into the skin, melts it into the skin, you know? I'm finding this a little difficult to hold because, you know, a sponge, I can kind of grip it. Now let's see how you act with concealer, SiliSponge. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin. This concealer is like right up there with NARS Creamy Radiance. Like, they got beef now. They might have beef. How the hell do people think of stuff like this? Okay, so far, I feel the same way about the concealer as I do the foundation. I mean, it's just not the worst product I've tried, and it's not the best either. Like, I don't see this as revolutionary personally, but it's only 10 bucks. Like, this was $9.90, and then they have a bundle pack that's like $14, like $14.50. Girl, it is worth a shot. You might as well just go try it and see for yourself. All right, now for side 2, I'm gonna take a cushion foundation because again, we're testing out varieties. And this one is from Lancome. It is water-based. I'm actually seeing a lot of demos on cushion foundations. All right, so I'm getting the same, looks like about the same results with the water-based foundation. I don't know, what do you guys think? You guys be the verdict. What do you think about the coverage? Am I blending it properly? Like, do you see this as a staple that you must have? I'm all about like trying new things when it comes to facial tools. Like, I remember when Artiste brushes came out and everybody was shook. This is exactly what the SiliSponge is doing for people. And you know what? I mean, it's not bad. It's not like you are investing a whole lot, but you know what? Maybe it's just because it's so different, but I have extremely mixed feelings. I don't dislike it. I will say that. I don't dislike it. Not yet, at least. Okay, so what do you guys think? Water-based? Do you think it, ooh, honey, back there, you need to calm down. Do you think the water-based side blended better? Or do you think the silicone side blended better? Actually, now that I look at it, I think the silicone side blends it out nicely, but I would necessarily not recommend it for water-based foundations. Now I have one more test. I'm going to try this with a stick foundation, and that is the ultimate, like, super creamy, thick, tacky. And the stick that I'll be using today is the Hourglass Vanish Stick. I use the color Golden Almond. I'm hella curious about this because I feel like if this thing works with stick foundations, yo, I might just give it points based off of that. All right, here's the verdict. Okay, whoa. I think I might be a believer. I might be a believer. It feels like I'm literally rubbing Tupperware on my face. I actually feel like it slightly blended the stick foundations a little bit better than it did the liquid. Interesting. Maybe if I add another layer of coverage, I will like the blendability. You know what? That's actually better. Wow, that actually helped. Okay, y'all, I'm a believer. I'm actually a believer. I think it also helps when you can't move the sponge as quickly as you can brushes. Like when I'm working with a brush, I'm working it, I have total control. I think this is better when you pat. You have to kind of take your time with it. Since I bought this, now mind you, I put in my order for this like 2 weeks ago. Since I bought this, it has sold out an additional like 7 times because I bought on the second restock. That's impressive. So that's my demo on the SiliSponge. I mean, this is low-key popping though. I actually would recommend this because it's such a low cost, like there's really no risk involved. It's only 10 bucks. I don't know if you can take it back though. Can you take it back? Oh girl, you need to find them receipts, girl. I will say that the pros and cons of the sponge is the price. It's only 9 bucks. So it's about half the price as like the Beauty Blender, which Beauty Blender is like a religion for me. So that's a big deal. Second, it's supposed to be hygienic because the product just slips right off. So you can just pour this in water. Super easy to clean, relatively no dry time, which I think is actually awesome. No product being wasted. You get the absolute most out of using this. Now, the only con that I do have is because this is supposed to preserve so much of the product, it kind of takes away from that because it's a little easy to go cakey when you don't have something there taking away, pulling the product back. I don't necessarily think that you need all of the foundation that you're actually putting it on. I think it's okay to kind of build it up. Would I recommend the Molly Cosmetics SiliSponge? Yes, I would. I actually would. I think it's a great price point and I like the idea of it. I'm going to definitely keep trying it. Maybe I'll travel with this and see if I start reaching for it more than I normally do. It takes very little practice. It takes a little getting used to, but you know what? It's really not that hard to use. I will put a link to where I got mine. Please don't use chicken thighs, girl. Please, I don't want to hear about nobody's mama or auntie using chicken cutlets. Okay, I'm coming for y'all. I mean, you could probably use your bra insert, girl, but I need all the support I can get. So you know I wasn't about to be up in there cutting nobody's bras, okay? You got me messed up. I hope that you found this review helpful. Let me know if you have the sponge and if you've tried it. Thank you so much to my baby Evan Bell on Twitter who requested this video and was literally like the first, was like, you need to try this, girl. Evan, shout out to you, because I know you was looking out for me. Thank you. I appreciate you, and keep the requests coming. I'll see you guys on my next video. Oh, and by the way, before you leave, check out these uploads. Okay, right here, we was roasting some makeup brands. We was roasting all the makeup brands. I think I'm actually gonna do a yearly like top worst of the worst, like the Grammys of the worst makeup brands. Oh, that would be so much fun. Anyway, check that out and check out my other recent uploads, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.